1. What initial action should be taken when solving this equation? 5x plus 7 is equal to 12. A. Multiply by 7. B. Subtract 7. C. Divide by 5. D. Subtract 5. Two. What is the initial step required to solve this equation? 10 minus 3y equals 4. A. Add 3. B. Divide by negative 3. C. Add 10. D. Subtract 10. 3. What is the initial step to take when solving this equation? 3y subtracted by 10 is equal to 4. A. Add 3. B. Add 10. C. Divide by negative 3. D. Subtract 10. 4. Find the value of x in the equation 8x minus 10 equals negative 34. A. Negative 3. B. 3. C. Negative 24. D. 4. 5. Determine the value of x in the equation x minus 2 equals negative 1. A. 1. B. Negative 1. C. Negative 3. D. 3. 6. Find the value of the variable in the equation 3x equals negative 27. A. X equals negative 24. B. X equals negative 9. C. X equals negative 30. D. X equals 9. 7. Determine the value of x in the equation x minus 9 is equal to 15. A. 6. B. 11. C. 23. D. 24. 8. Find the value of x in the equation 4x minus 6 is equal to 30. A. 4. B. 36. C. 9. D. 13. 9. What value does h represent if h divided by 3 equals 7? A. 21. B. 2.33. C. 10. D. 4. 10. What value of x satisfies the equation 2x minus 3 plus 4x equals 27? A. 4. B. 5. C. 12. D. 15. 11. What value of y satisfies the equation y minus 14 is equal to 66? A. Answer not given. B. 79. C. 80. D. 52. 12. Find the value of y in the equation y minus 13 equals negative 3. A. 16. B. Negative 16. C. 10. D. Negative 10. 13. Given that p multiplied by q equals p plus q divided by q, what is the result of 8 multiplied by 2? A. 14. B. 16. C. 6. D. 10. 14. Given the equation a multiplied by b equals 2 times the quantity a plus b, what is the result of 5 multiplied by 2? A. 20. B. 14. C. 3. D. 10. 15. If the equation r equals 5z holds true and 15z equals 3y, what is the value of r? A. 4y. B. 10y. C. y. D. 2y. 16. With 16 jelly beans in her pocket, including 8 red, 4 green, and 4 blue ones, what is the smallest number of jelly beans Grace needs to remove to guarantee that she has one of each color? A. 8. B. 12. C. 13. D. 4. 17. What term describes all of the x values or inputs? A. Relation. B. Function. C. Domain. D. Range. 18. What term describes all of the y values or outputs? A. Range. B. Function. C. Domain. D. Relation. 19. What is the role of an inverse function? A. Makes it bigger. B. Does the opposite of the original function. C. Nothing. D. None of the above. 20. How would you define a function? A. Inputs have different outputs every time. B. X values and y values. C. Has inputs and outputs. D. Every input has only one output. Algebra. Mastering algebra is like unlocking the secret code to understanding the language of numbers. Imagine each problem as a puzzle waiting to be solved, each step bringing you closer to unraveling its mystery. This algebra practice test is not just a measure of your mathematical skills, but a journey that will challenge and inspire you to think critically and creatively. Algebra isn't just about finding the correct answer, it's about developing a strategic approach to tackling complex problems efficiently. By practicing with diverse types of questions, you can sharpen your analytical thinking skills and gain confidence in handling various algebraic scenarios. Fundamental concepts of algebra. 1. Variables. Variables are symbols, often letters like x, y, or z, that represent unknown or changeable values. 2. Constants. A constant is a fixed value that doesn't change, like 3, -7, or pi. 3. Expressions. An algebraic expression is a combination of variables, constants, and operations where addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. 4. Equations. Equations are statements that two expressions are equal, with an equality sign equals. 5. Operations. Algebra uses the basic operations of arithmetic or addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, but applies them to variables as well as numbers. 6. Polynomials. Polynomials are expressions with multiple terms, each involving variables raised to whole number exponents. 7. Factoring. Factoring is the process of breaking down an expression into simpler factors that, when multiplied together, give the original expression. 8. Functions. A function represents a relationship between two sets of values, typically input or independent variable, and output or dependent variable. 9. Linear equations. A linear equation is an equation where each term is either a constant or the product of a constant and a single variable. 10. Quadratic equations. Quadratic equations have variables raised to the power of 2 or the highest power of the variable is 2. 11. Inequalities. Inequalities are expressions where two sides are not necessarily equal, using symbols like less than or equal to, greater than, and greater than or equal to. 12. Absolute value. The absolute value of a number is its distance from zero on the number line, always a positive quantity, or zero. 13. Exponents and powers. They allow compact representation of large products and are governed by specific rules for multiplication, division, and powers. 14. Roots and radicals. Roots are especially important in solving quadratic and other higher-order equations.